What if the prodigal son isn't really a story about a bad son coming home? What if it's a story about every man? Here's a fascinating Greek word. There is a fascinating word in Luke 15:17. Is Heauton, Elton. It's usually translated when he came to himself. The word I want to look at is Heauton. It means himself. And that might sound like a small detail, but think about what happens in the story. The son leaves home. He takes what has been given and goes into a distant country. He searches for life somewhere else. He spends what he has. Eventually, everything collapses. And then he comes to himself. Not simply to his senses, not merely to regret. He comes to himself. What if that is what the parable is really showing us? Every man leaves home. Every man becomes distracted. Every man searches outside himself for something that will make him whole. Every man eventually discovers that the things he thought would satisfy him cannot. And then he awakens. He remembers. The prodigal decides to return to his father. But here's where I find something beautiful. The father isn't standing there demanding that his son earn his way back. When he sees him coming, he runs out to meet him. The son has rehearsed his confession, but the father is already embracing him. The son thought he had to become worthy of being a son again. The father never stopped seeing him as being a son. And then there's the older brother. He never left home, but he was there too. The younger brother was lost through rebellion. The older brother was lost through resentment and self-righteousness. One had to leave the father to find himself. The other thought he had to earn the father's love. And the father goes to both of them. So perhaps the prodigal son isn't merely a story about repentance. Perhaps it's a story about remembering who you are, remembering where you came from, remembering that you were never separate from the Father as you imagined. The Greek word is Heauton, himself. And perhaps every man is simply the person who has forgotten himself until one day he comes to himself. Maybe coming home isn't about becoming someone new. Maybe it's about finally remembering who you've always been. Heauton, himself, every man.